Social facilitation is the tendency for people to perform tasks better or worse when they are in the presence of others. It occurs because the presence of an audience can increase arousal, which enhances performance on simple or well-practiced tasks, but can hinder performance on complex or unfamiliar ones. This phenomenon explains why athletes often perform better in front of a crowd, but why a person might struggle with a difficult math problem when being watched. Social facilitation highlights the influence of social environments on individual behavior and has been widely studied in psychology. Now let's look at some examples of social facilitation in everyday life. Social facilitation can be seen in many situations where people perform tasks in front of others. One example is in sports, where athletes may run faster or lift heavier weights when competing in front of an audience. Another example is in workplaces, where employees might complete simple tasks more efficiently when their supervisor is watching. In schools, students may participate more actively in class discussions when surrounded by peers. However, social facilitation can also have negative effects, such as when a musician makes more mistakes during a live performance due to pressure. These examples show how social presence can either help or hinder performance, depending on the task. Now let's examine some research evidence on social facilitation. One of the earliest studies on social facilitation was conducted by psychologist Norman Triplett, who found that cyclists performed better when racing against others rather than riding alone. Later research by Robert Zayonk helped explain why social facilitation improves performance on simple tasks but worsens performance on complex ones. Zayonk's studies showed that the presence of others increases physiological arousal, which enhances dominant responses, skills that are well practiced or automatic, but disrupts performance when a task requires concentration or learning. These findings have been supported by further experiments, confirming that social facilitation plays a role in many types of activities. Now let's explore some strengths of the social facilitation theory. One major strength of social facilitation theory is that it explains how social environments influence performance in different situations. It helps understand why people sometimes perform better when observed and why pressure can cause performance difficulties in other cases. Another strength is that it applies to a wide range of fields, including sports, education, and workplaces, making it useful for improving motivation and productivity. Additionally, research on social facilitation has contributed to understanding group dynamics and how individuals respond to social pressure. By recognizing the effects of social presence, people can develop strategies to improve performance in various settings. Now let's look at some criticisms of social facilitation. Despite its usefulness, social facilitation theory has some criticisms. One issue is that individual differences play a significant role, meaning some people thrive under social pressure, while others perform worse, regardless of task difficulty. Another criticism is that the theory does not fully explain why some individuals feel anxiety or distraction in front of others while others do not. Additionally, social facilitation does not account for the effects of long-term social interactions, as most studies focus on short-term performance changes rather than ongoing motivation or improvement. While social facilitation provides valuable insights, it does not fully explain all aspects of social influence on performance.